Good afternoon. Last class we started with the concept called Reformation movement. So I think the previous class we talked regarding the introduction and the meaning of the word called Reformation, and also we talked regarding causes for the start of this Reformation. I mean movement. So last class I ended the concept with Reformation movement was started by a person who is called as Martin Luther King. So he is a person who started the Reformation movement. So today's class, so we will be talking one of the most important the topic. So that is role of Martin Luther in Reformation movement, because movement was started by him. So we should know about his role. What are his role? We are not going in detail about the role of Martin Luther, but few important role he played. In the Reformation movement. So we are going to see in today's class. So before I just tackle about the reform role of Martin Luther, let us go back to his life before he starts the Reformation movement. So what was his lifestyle? Okay, so if you see, so it is being said that so Martin Luther, so he was born in 1483. So the birth, and he was born in a place called Germany. He is brought up and given a knowledge, completion education, and he was a monk, a man who was leading a life of brahmachari. That is becoming he was a person who was studying or who was going, a course based on to become a priest, a monk, to lead a life, of brahmachari. Okay, such a personality. So he was. So when he was undergoing a studies regarding, to become a monk, so during that time, so he noticed, okay, so he noticed some of the problems which was practiced in a church, in a Roman church or Roman Catholic church. The practice like the priest and, the people who made the problem, what is the Pope, then clergy. Okay, so these two peoples, they have practiced the corruption, then some political conflicts to run the administration for the purpose of have an administration. Some political conflicts were going between the religious head of the Christianity, the Pope, and between some of the kings. And most important problem, which was taking up is sale of indulgence. That is a passport to an heaven, which was given by, Pope, or a letter of or a certificate of pardons, okay, or forgiveness. Okay, so against this problem, so when he was studying to become a monk, so he had seen it in the church. Okay, so in order to change all these three problems, so he started to fight against the Pope and the clergies of an Roman faith. So to fight against that particular, to remove the evil practices which was going in a Roman church, so he started a Reformation movement, or a movement which is called as an, Protestant movement. Okay, so in order to remove all these changes, okay, he started the Reformation movement. So that's just some introduction regarding Martin Luther. Now we will go with his role. When he started the Reformation movement or a Protestant movement, what are his role? Did he change all these aspects? Or instead of that, something had happened? So we are going to see in the role of Martin Luther King. So in the aspect of Reformation movement, or in the aspect of Protestant movement. The first and foremost role, if you see, when he started the Reformation movement, he criticized the major thing is that is sale of indulgence. Okay, sale of indulgence. Last class itself I have said, sale of indulgence is the immediate cause for him to start the Reformation movement. So according to Martin Luther, a person should be, a person should get a forgiveness, and as well as a person should get a repentance for his sins, that can be possible only through the faith of a Bible. But here, the Pope or the clergies, they started giving it through a sale of indulgence, which was completely against. This is the first rule. Okay, he criticized the sale of indulgence is against the faith of the Roman Church. Okay, that's the first criticism. He did it. Since this criticism he did it. So what happened? So he started this Reformation movement. And the second one is he wanted to know true faith to salvation. Okay, second rule. He wanted to know true path to salvation. So Pope and the clergy's corruptions, political conflict, and the sale of indulgence and many evil practices, they are doing it. And they are telling that if this is taken, a person will go to heaven. Will it happen? If I take a sale of indulgence from a religious authority and if I take the letter of forgiveness, is it a passport to heaven? Martin Luther King wanted a people to know true path to salvation. What if you do? How if you lead your life will have a salvation. Salvation is nothing but reaching an heaven after a death. You know, every religion has a faith. After a death, we reach heaven. That will be decided the way you led your life previously. If you go to salvation, you will not have a rebirth. If you don't go to salvation, you will have a cycle of rebirth. That means you will be born again and again. That is the faith we are having. This is the second rule. Okay, he wanted all the people to know true path to salvation. How if you lead your life, you will have a proper salvation. What kind of life you should lead. So all these things he started to teach. That's the second role we are having. And the next role is, so next role we are having the Martin Luther King is, that is he nailed his 95 theses. Okay, so when he started the Reformation movement, so he made a book, almost like a book, which consists of the 95 theses. That is his argument against the Pope, or his argument, or he noted out what are the arguments he wanted to have a discussion, or he need to protest against the Roman faith. So that is the 95 theses. So that is the third role. Okay, concept of argument, he prepared it and he started the Reformation movement. So when he made this 95 theses of argument, in that the sale of indulgence, that is also one of the theses. Okay, so that is the reason that becomes the immediate cause. So that sale of indulgence in the form of an argument, when Martin Luther he protested to the religious authority of Christianity, so that is Pope. So what was the reaction of that religious authority if you see? So Martin Luther King, for his protest, for his thesis, he was called by a Pope, Leo X. So when Martin Luther King began the Reformation movement, the religious superior authority of Christianity was a Pope by name Leo X. What he did, he called him. So he went with this 95 theses. Okay, so where there was an argument between the Pope as well as between the Martin Luther. The Pope started telling the 95 theses of Martin Luther King should not be considered and it should not be accepted by the religious authority, superior authorities, so Leo X. So in return, Martin Luther King said, if it is not considered, if this is not changed, so I will be protesting against the religious authority, Leo X. Then he started to think, you are a person who follow a religion called Christianity, and you are a person who are there in a Roman faith. You are in a Roman faith. And to this Roman faith, I am the leader and I am the head. So Leo X, so what he did, if you are there in a religion called Christianity, if you are there in a faith called Roman faith, and you are under me, so what I say, that should be followed by Martin Luther. So Martin Luther said no. So that purpose, so what the Leo X he did, since Martin Luther, he did not change his 95 thesis and he did not compromise with the Leo X, so he was excommunicated from a church. That means he was thrown out of a religion called Christianity. Okay, so he was thrown out, excommunicated. So that's how Martin Luther King, when he was thrown out of the, Christianity religion, so he began the Reformation movement. After when he was thrown out of this Christianity religion, then what he did, that we will see in the next class. But till here we will know it. Okay. The reason why he made this 95 thesis and why he started having a problem with Leo X. So if you see, here are the reasons. So according to Martin Luther, Bible is the only source of truth. Everything is there in the Bible, which the people should know. That he mentioned it in the thesis. The second thing is, people can read and understand the Bible. Just don't have a blind faith only on the teachings of them. Instead, read the Bible and understand what is the true knowledge of a faith. That he wanted to he mentioned in the thesis. Then salvation. Okay, salvation comes only through the faith that is Christ or a Jesus. It's not with the sale of indulgence. If you take a sale of indulgence, a letter of pardon, it doesn't mean that you will go to heaven. No. It can happen only with the faith is Christ or a Jesus. Okay, that concept, so you wanted. So all these 95 theses, so including this and all remaining all the theses, he wanted the people to know what exactly the faith of Roman is and how you should follow a religion called Christianity in a Roman faith. For that purpose, to spread that ideas, he took the two sources. So one is three sources. One is printing press. Since the printing press was there, so he started publishing his ideas through the printed format. Then wherever is possible, so he gave the speeches, and even he started to write an essay. So keeping printing press, keeping the speeches and essays, that is the three sources. Okay, three sources. So Martin Luther began this Reformation movement. So next class we will see some more concepts about the role of Martin Luther King. Some more 3 or 5 4 roles are there, that we will see it in the next class. So till here please you can go through it. So next class we will go with some more topics. Thank you.